something different. I don't want to refer. But if you take the fresh mind, what is the happiness paradox? Who can tell me what is the paradox of happiness? Remember, we spoke about the meaning of paradox. Now, Sudeep, what is the paradox? Sudeep, you remember we said this?
It's a self-contradictory statement.
Yeah,
Seems to be right.
Few examples did we give, Sudeep? What are the examples we gave?
I don't remember exactly the example.
I want to eat a hot ice cream.
Yes, the hot ice cream. Correct. Yes.
And we gave some more examples. Girish, you remember any example we gave? We gave 2-3 examples.
I want to be successfully unsuccessful. That's similar thing.
I want to be a successful failure.
Successful failure, yes.
Yes, so we gave a few examples. So what is this paradox of happiness today? Who doesn't want to be happy? Anybody doesn't want to be happy in this group? Huh? Do we all want to be happy, or we don't want to be happy? Do we all want to be happy? Yes or no?
Yes, we want to.
But are we all happy?
No.
Why are we not happy? What is the reason that we are not happy? This is the paradox of happiness.
Because we are looking for happiness outside.
So what? So who is the champion today? Come on, who's the champion? Who's going to start the paradox of happiness? Yes, Girish.
We are chasing happiness to catch it.
And so
that's why
okay, not okay.
We are unable to catch it and become miserable.
Why?
And the more we chase it, further far away it goes.
So why?
Because it is not something to catch. We need to be happy. Being happy, not becoming happy.
So tell me, Girish, out of all the people in this world, how many people are like blissful like us? How many people you know that who are sincerely happy? How many people like that you find like that?
We cannot find it from outside by seeing others.
No, I'm asking, do you know happy? Have you seen really happy people? How many happy people have you seen?
I cannot say whether they are happy or not. So I cannot count on that.
No, people are not eternally happy. People are only momentarily happy. We see happy people all the time. How many people have you seen who are happy and they have never become unhappy? How many people have you seen who are never unhappy? Who has seen a person like that? Who is never unhappy? Show me one person. Have you seen like that?
No.
This is what is the paradox of happiness. The paradox of happiness is that we can be happy, but we are not being happy because we want to become happy. So what is this paradox? I'm opening the session to any questions, primarily on the subject, on happiness if possible, because let me tell you one thing. How did I realize the truth? What took me on the path? You know that? It's happiness. I asked my guru, what is the way to the next level of happiness? I told my guru, I am already very happy. I am very, very happy, but I become unhappy. What is the way to live a life without any misery, without any sorrow? Is there a way? And my guru said, yes, go on talash. Because the first peak of happiness is pleasure. The second peak of happiness is peace. The third peak, anybody remembers? Who remembers?
Fulfillment?
Yes, Nico.
Enlightenment.
What is that? What is that?
That is nirvana. That is a peace of mind.
Yeah, your answer is correct. So, the way to say it, Nico, the first peak is achievement. The second peak is fulfillment. The third peak is enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
Now, the other way of saying it, the first peak is pleasure. The second peak is peace. And the third peak is purpose. So please say it like this. Say it in two ways. Okay. So let's get on to question and answers. I'm not here to lecture you today. let's get on to question answers. This happiness, the simplest thing in this world, is the most complicated thing in the world. And people who are enlightened are the happiest people in the world. That's why their name is Chinmayananda, Tejo Mayananda. Huh? Why the name is Ananda? Tell me why their name is, bliss. Ananda means what? Bliss, Ananda, bliss, means happy, very, very, very happy. Happiest, no problem, no sorrow. So why Ashok Nichani cannot be Ashok Ananda? Huh? It should become Ashok Ananda, Sudeep Ananda. Where there is no misery. There is only Ananda, Ananda. Nirvan. Okay, Atmatre is championing the because all of you only make me talk. Then ask care is failure.
Yes, sir.
Ask care means you have to ask, I have to answer. What
Yes,
Atmatre, over to you.
Sure, sir. Sir,
Sure.
sir, we feel success will give us happiness. That's why all people are running behind success. But it is an illusory happiness.
It is the biggest illusion in life.
Yes.
It is the biggest illusion to think success is happiness. Success is not happiness. Success, if success was happiness, all the successful people should be happy.
Correct.
Why they are committing suicide? Why successful people are killing themselves? Why successful people, Atmatrai, Bollywood, little bit, Bollywood.
Yeah.
Bollywood.
Yes.
There is one girl in Bollywood, her name is called Deepika Padukone. Deepika Padukone.
Yeah.
I have seen her pictures, and I think that she was supposed to be one of the most successful Bollywood stars. Why she keeps on telling, I am in depression, I am in depression, I am in depression? Why Atmatrai?
Expectation.
Huh?
More expectation.
She is very happy, she is very successful, but she's not happy. She is very successful, Deepika Padukone, but she is not happy. What is the problem?
Mind may be disturbed.
So, because success is not happiness, you ask the question. She is a very successful person, but she is not happy. Success is not happiness. Happiness is success.
Yes.
We are just releasing a new book. We are releasing a new book through Rupa Publishers. This book is not directly but through us. Rupa Publishers is publishing a book next month. The book is called Happiness is Success. Happiness is success. Success is not happiness. This is the wrong belief. A lot of people who are chasing success, name, fame, money, wealth, is that equal to happiness? No way. No way. In fact, success creates unhappiness. Because when you want to be happy, you are never happy. You cannot be happy.
Correct.
What did Buddha say? Buddha who said, I want happiness. I think Girish, you told this other day, Girish. I want happiness. The moment you say I, ego, cannot be happy. The moment you say want, desire, cannot be happy. You drop I, you drop want, you become happy.
Right.
I want happiness. You drop I, drop the ego, drop want, drop desire. What's left?
Happiness.
Happiness. So come on, let's get on to the next question.
Sir, I think when we know reality of self, then we attain eternal happiness.
Not know, when you realize. You all know. Everybody knows the reality of SIP. We have distributed some 15,000, 20,000 books on SIP. Many people are liking the idea. Many people have written to me. Many people saying we love the idea. SIP is a good idea. SIP is reality. SIP is good. God is not God. God is SIP. But they are not happy. Why they are not happy, Atmatre?
They not realize.
Because they have not realized the truth. Our goal is to realize the truth. When you realize the truth, then you become yogi. You become a yogi, jo yog mein sada hi rahe, Prabhu ke yog mein rahe. You become that. In this song, I told you I wrote a new song. Since you don't have questions, I'll sing for Ashok Nichai the song. I will sing the new song. Ashok, you know the new song? The latest song?
I've not heard
The
it,
latest-
Sirji.
You didn't hear, you were not in the call 2 days back. I sang.
2 days back I've heard.
Which song I sang?
I thought today you have made some new song.
That day I only gave the first line. तू मेरी जिंदगी है, तू मेरी हर खुशी है, तुझ बिन मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, सब कुछ तो ही है, तू मेरी जिंदगी है. In that song, in that bhajan, what you're saying, Ashok? छोड़ के दुनिया तुझको अपना बना लूं, छोड़ के दुनिया तुझको अपना बना लूं, और कुछ ना चाहूं मैं, एक तू ही चाहूं, तू ही मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश, तू ही आखिरी है, तू मेरी जिंदगी. What a song.
Awesome,
What a
sir.
bhajan.
Awesome.
So this has become the next. Rekha, you heard the song?
Yes, I
I
heard.
want nothing else. I want only you.
So Blitz, we will send Blitz the translation. Blitz, we will send you the translation. Otherwise, Blitz is very smart. She takes directly from Hindi to French. When she translates from Hindi to French, she's so smart.
But
Okay.
I am able to understand what the first line. C'est tu मेरी
तू
जिंदगी
मेरी
है.
जिंदगी है, तू
Once.
मेरी हर खुशी है.
The
You
first
translate.
line, the first line, it's you are my life.
And
the
second
first-
line,
And second, I'm not able to understand.
you are my happiness. You are my happiness.
happiness.
You are my happiness. Okay, let's get back to question. Come on, you have no questions today? All of you, you're making it like a casual talk today. It's like no questions. Sunil Chittal, Chidanand, how are you feeling, my dear Sunil? I hope you are well. Please message us, Sunil, my dear Sunil Chittal. Our dear
Yeah,
Chittal.
I'm recovering now.
I hope you are better.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you are the
Thank you.
divine soul. You are divine soul. Body is nothing.
Yes.
You
I-
empower the body. You give the power to the body.
Yes, Guruji, you're right.
Good. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Sunil. Thank you for
Thank-
responding. Okay. Who's going to ask me the next question? If you don't ask questions, only means two things. You know everything. You don't need to ask question, or you know nothing. You don't have any question. So you decide what is. You decide what it is. Girish. Yes, Girish.
Regarding the power of SIP,
Yes.
connected to yesterday's topic,
Yes.
this particular aspect was sparked yesterday. Only when the SIP intends to manifest as Atma or Ru, if the male and female cells come together, further fusion takes place. Otherwise, even if it comes together, no further action is taken and no zygote or body forming
Correct.
around that.
Correct.
This came to my mind as power of SIP yesterday. but
So-
due to time constraint, I could not express it.
So what is it a question or you're just making a statement?
Just a statement.
Yeah. No, Girish, see, let me tell you one thing. Today, SIP manifesting is the choice of SIP now. Suppose today somebody asked me, how can Prema Yoga happen? Somebody asked me, how can Prema Yoga happen? Can you force SIP to come into your beloved? Is it possible? It is not possible for you to force your beloved to be SIP. It's not possible. The SIP must manifest in the beloved like a prasadam. Only then you can see the Girish. If otherwise you cannot see the beloved as SIP. You cannot see the beloved as divine. You cannot experience Prema Yoga. So therefore, this SIP, what point you said, SIP will manifest. SIP will manifest when SIP wants to manifest. Suppose as per karma, those two cells are not supposed to become a zygote. Then it will never become a zygote. A man and a woman may copulate. Man and woman may copulate 100 times. But 100 times they copulate. Some men and women try to have a child for 40 years. I know. My father's sister, she has tried to have a child from 25 years. No child. I know my mother's sister who tried to have a child from 20 years. No child. My father's sister, my mother's sister. I'm giving two live examples. But they could not. So is it possible that we can create life? No, we cannot create life. SIP will manifest when SIP wants to manifest, in the way SIP wants to manifest. That's why in this answer I gave Prema Yoga, for example, are two types. So one Prema Yoga is you love everybody. Har insan mein Bhagwan hai. But the highest form of Prema Yoga is when you love your beloved as divine. Now in that beloved, divine must come. Na? In that beloved, the divine must appear. That is a great act of SIP to appear. SIP will not appear in anybody. For SIP to appear in a human form is not easy.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, for recognizing the SIP in the beloved, first I have to feel the divineness in me first.
You have to be enlightened. You have to be enlightened. If you are not enlightened and you see your girlfriend as a goddess, that is prema bhoga. That is not prema yoga. That is prema bhoga. In Bollywood, they say so many things that the songs that I know. तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं. Is that divine love? That is not divine love. That is Bollywood love. But when you actually see the SIP in you, when you see the divine in the beloved, that is, and Girish, you are right. For that, you must be a yogi. If you are a bhogi, then it is not prema yoga, it's prema bhoga. You must be a yogi. You must be able to sense the presence of the divine. Okay, good. Any more questions? The happiness paradox. Anybody? Are you happy all the time? Yogini, are you happy all the time?
No, not at all.
Why you are not happy all the time? What is the problem?
Because I'm still in the world with the Boga.
So
and
why
it really troubles.
you are clinging onto the world? Why don't you leave the world? That's making you unhappy.
That is the main work I'm doing now, to get away from Boga and go into yoga.
Because yoga
I'm
is
trying
happiness.
my level best, sir.
Yeah.
A lot of insecurities are there.
What insecurity? What type of insecurity?
Could you tell me why those insecurities are there?
Insecurities are because we don't realize. So we get insecurity, my dear friends, because we do not realize the truth. We do not realize the truth that nothing is ours. We come without nothing. We go without nothing. We come without anybody. We go without anybody. Death is certain. Why should we be insecure? So we are insecure because of our ignorance. Yogini, we should not be, because of ignorance, we are insecure. What is there? For example, am I afraid to die? Am I afraid to die? I'm not afraid to die. I'm ready to die now. Now, right now. Chalo, Prabhu. Ready? Chalo, let's go. I'm ready. एक प्रभु तू ही चाहो और कुछ नहीं है. I'm ready. That is because you realize the truth that we have to go today or tomorrow. We have to go. But this is the biggest problem in the world. What is the biggest problem in the world? People want happiness and people are not happy. That's why today I took the subject of paradox. Atmatray. The subject of paradox is this. One girl, she got gold medal in Olympics. She's dancing. Yay, 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 yay. The girl who got silver medal, she's crying. Why you're crying? You got silver medal, second prize. You got so much money, $10,000, second prize. And just as the reporter was asking that girl, second prize, why you are crying? The girl who got third prize, bronze medal, is singing. La 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 la. Why your girl third prize is singing, first prize singing, second prize is crying. The third prize girl said, I didn't expect anything. I got third prize in Olympics. I'm so happy. The second prize said, no, I'm not happy. I wanted first prize. How can we be in that state of it? This is called happiness paradox. You can be happy now. You know, happiness ball. Have you all got happiness ball? Keep the happiness ball in your hand. I always give happiness ball to everybody. I don't know how many of you have got happiness ball. Huh? Happiness ball means I want to be happy. Make a vow to be happy in the now. This is what creates happiness. And we have distributed some 1 lakh balls. 1 lakh balls I have distributed. It's just a happiness ball. And I tell people, make a vow to be happy in the now. Have you all seen the ball? And you have ball with you, Eru? You have the ball there?
Sarji, with the smiley?
Haan, kiske paas ball hai? Nobody has got the ball?
With the smiley.
Haan.
I think I must be having it, Sarji.
Okay. So I gave it in Iceland, I gave to so many people. In today, at the hotel where I went, I gave it to one man. Every time I'm passing by, he's lifting the ball and saying, happy, 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 happy. So we have to learn to be happy. Okay. And if you can't keep the happiness ball with you, that means you are able to become unhappy, because if you keep the happiness ball in your hand, you can never be unhappy. You'll always be happy. Atmatray.
Shivam sir.
Sure.
Sir, yesterday, Rumata said infant baby in the stomach needs food if soul is there. So soul energy what is be hello.
Soul energy.
Uh-huh.
Soul energy. Yeah. Can you see the ball? Happiness ball.
Yes.
So even Arrow is throwing the ball now. Yes, this is a happiness ball. So you all should. You have to have happiness ball. If you don't have, please collect from me. And whenever you are not happy, just hold the ball and say, I
Yes,
want to be
Sarji,
happy.
it's here.
Ashok Nishani is also holding the ball. Ashok Nishani, where's Ashok Nishani? Ashok Nishani is holding the ball. Happiness ball. Okay, good. So Atmatray, the soul energy cannot give nutrition. No? Suppose Atmatray, you have a soul. You don't eat food for 1 week. Soul will be alive, or the body will die.
Body will die.
So the soul energy's job is not to give food.
Yes.
The soul energy job is only to give power to run the machine.
I see.
It's like in the car. In the car, the motor, the engine is there. Soul is like the engine in the car. But without petrol, can it run?
No.
So we need petrol. Petrol is the energy.
Yes. One
Okay,
more.
sir. Yes.
Sir, man is interfering in the works of a ship. Just
Yes.
like as China is controlling its population due to some so man is disturbing the ship energy or ship work.
My dear Atmatrai,
Huh?
your question is coming from mind.
Okay.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you, Atmatrai. Now you please listen to the question from the consciousness point of view.
Okay.
Ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
God, SIP has created man and woman,
Yes.
and SIP has given them the ability to procreate and reproduce.
Right.
But SIP has also given them the intellect and free will to decide. So if they decide to have children or not have children, is there any problem, or SIP has given free will to us?
Ship has given free will.
So where is the question of interference? Why we are interfering? It's our choice. Suppose somebody doesn't want enlightenment. Are they interfering with SIP? Somebody doesn't want enlightenment. I don't want enlightenment. I want to do good karma. I want to come back to earth. Any problem, Atmatra? Many people come and tell me, oh, I want to come back to earth. Huh? I like this samsara. I like. One lady told me, I want to come back as a man. I want to experience coming back as a man. Huh?
Okay.
So then everything. So this is, each one can choose. No, what we want. What we must choose is nirvana, moksha, enlightenment, salvation, liberation. That is the right thing to choose. If we use our intelligence, if we use our consciousness, but we have got free will. Suppose I tell you, you should be happy all the time. You should be happy. This happiness ball you should keep, but you don't want
Yes.
happiness. Suppose you want to be unhappy. What I can do? Can I force you to be happy?
No.
So this is not interfering. The SIP has given us free will, and we should choose. But one thing today I want to tell you all. If you're serious on this journey of enlightenment, I used to ask my guru hundreds of questions. Hundreds. I'm telling you, I used to ask because I used to prepare the questions. How I used to prepare the questions? By contemplation. Therefore, we should, like what Atmatra is contemplating. No, Rumataji told yesterday like this, therefore like this. How Girish is contemplating. No, yesterday in the call you told like SIP is like this SIP. So we must keep on contemplating. We must keep on asking questions. Shravana, Manana, Nidhi Dhyasana. If you want Nidhi Dhyasana, if you want Aparoksh Anubhuti, Shravana, Manana is very important. Ask, investigate, realize the truth. If you don't ask, if you don't investigate, how will you realize the truth? This whole journey of enlightenment is about asking questions. You must ask questions. Without questions, you cannot realize. If only you listen to other people asking questions, no, it will not help. You have to ask yourself questions. Listening to other questions is only 50% effective. Listening to other person questions, 50% effective. But you are asking the question is 100% effective. So you must ask questions. About how many questions are there? About birth, about death, about God, about heaven, karma, unhappiness, happiness, purpose of life, fairy tales of life, the myth of life, superstitions, rituals, dogmas, the scripture, what the scriptures tell. I can give you 100 things to ask questions. There are, what came first, chicken or egg? What came first? It's a question. You have to understand, you have to realize the answer. You have to realize the answer. Is the soul is there in dog, or the soul is also there in the mountain? Have you understood the answer? Have you realized the answer? If the mountain has got soul energy or no? Sometimes we have to ask the same question 100 times. The same question sometimes you have to ask 100 times to get the answer. Gautam.
Good.
And Atmatra, you are still waiting for another question, I think. But first Gautam and then Atmatra.
Ship AiR.
Ship Gautam.
AiR, I want to know how to pray through God, because when I go to temple, when I see the statue, I feel like that this is only the God. So I
Very
don't
good.
know how to pray through
Excellent.
God.
Excellent question. No, Gautam. My mother and father are 82 years, 83 years. They also pray to the God in the temple. But although they come every Shivratri and they hear me singing and they know that God is in the temple of the heart. God is not Shiva or Ganapati or Krishna or Jesus. No. God is not made of bone and skin. Who is forcing us to pray to God? You know who? It's the mind. The mind is a big problem. The mind is the shaitan. The mind makes us do wrong things. The mind makes wrong decisions. The mind creates wrong thoughts. That's why, Gautam, sometimes when you're eating banana, you'll peel the banana and you're so busy in thought, you throw the banana and put the skin in your mouth. It has happened in your life. Or peanuts. You open the peanut and instead of eating the peanut, you're putting the chilka in your mouth. This because we have to be in consciousness. Next time when you're going to the temple, you must be in consciousness. Consciousness means God is not statue. God is everywhere. God is in you. God is in me. God is Sip. God is the power. God is supreme immortal power. When you look at the statue, though, you start thinking that, oh God, you are not really sitting with snake on the neck. You don't have mountain in your jata. You don't have a moon. You don't have a Ganga flowing there. I used to always think when I prayed to Lord Shiva for so many years, for 40 years, oh, how Ganga is coming from Shiva. I used to ask Shiva. I used to ask my Lord Shiva, how you caught Ganga in your head? How is Ganga is coming out? Then one day I went to the Rudraprayag. In Rudraprayag, the first Ganga starts in Rudraprayag. When the two rivers, I think, I know who knows the name of the two rivers, Mandakini and
Alaknanda.
Alaknanda and Mandakini, is it?
Mandakini.
These two rivers, they become the Ganga in the place called Rudraprayag. I have been there and done. Ashok likes to do Dubki. Ashok, you should go to Dubki in Rudraprayag. Very good. But go like a picnic. Don't go for. Have you been in Rudraprayag?
Yes, sir ji. I've been.
You've seen how the two rivers become one and the Ganga starts there.
Yes, sir ji.
Yeah. So the story that Ganga comes from Shiva's head is wrong. There's no Ganga coming from Shiva. These are all mythological stories. So, Gautam, the answer to your question, we should not stop praying to the God. You must continue praying, but you must pray through means you must pray through that statue to the Sip, the supreme immortal power. That is real God. That's why the book, you got the book, God is not God, God is Sip. You got the book in your house.
Yeah, I got that.
Read again, read that book again and again and again.
But if you're praying to statue, is there any meaning or it's meaningless?
No meaning.
It may be bhakti at least.
It is good to pray to statue if you are not a seeker of truth. Suppose you are not coming for the Zoom call, you're sitting in your house, your mother and there are all the ladies and the men in your village. It's better they pray to statue. What is better to pray? To pray to statue or not to pray? What is better?
Yeah, pray to statue.
But what is better? To pray to statue or pray to Sip? What is better?
Pray to Sip.
That is the next step. No, you have to climb and go to the next step.
Thank you.
Okay. Ru Mataji and then Girish. Thank you. Ru Mataji and Girish.
Guruji, pranam. Shivoham,
Pranam,
Guruji.
Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Mataji.
Guruji, I am remembering that song, Tum Jo Itna Muskura Rahi Ho, Kya Gam Hai Jo Chipa Rahi Ho. Actually, life is like that. I remember the incident which is real. One of the family was very mannered and with etiquette. They used to dance. And the couple, I think we always thought is the happiest and best couple. But I was so shocked the wife committed suicide. Whatever may be the reason, whatever may be the circumstances. So life is like that. We are in mithya. We don't go for eternal truth, where we can find true happiness with peace. And these are the realities of life I have experienced in my life. And I think this song is very correct for that couple. Everybody is having ups and downs in life, but some are outwardly, they appear to be so happy, but inwardly they are not.
But Rumataji, what do you think a yogi? A yogi is also having up and down in life.
No, that is what I am saying. If you are looking for eternal peace, then all the time you are in Satchitanand.
So, Rumataji, ये तो हम कोई झूठ तो नहीं बोल रहे हैं. What we are talking in Ask Care every day, is it a lie? Is it some scam?
No,
Is it something
no,
that I'm just, is it some fairy tale I'm teaching you all? This is
no,
the
no,
reality. Yeah. So
no.
if you want that state of eternal happiness, there is no need to commit suicide. Why should you commit suicide? For example, a person who has got Satchit Anand, they will laugh. Why should, life is not mine. And the soul
Yes,
is birthless and deathless. I am the divine soul. I cannot commit suicide. I will never die. Rumataji, हमने किताब लिखा. I will never die. Death is not the end. Death is
Ru hai
liberation.
hum.
हाँ.
Yes.
So Rumataji, that's why I tell you, coming on this call every day is important. मैं क्यों आपको बार-बार बोलता हूँ इसके लिए? Not because I want attendance on this call, ना. 10 लोग कम आएंगे तो क्या होगा? 10 लोग कम आएंगे तो 20 लोग कम आएंगे, फिर भी ये call चलेगा. Coming on the call every day without a break gives you that consistent current, that spiritual current, where there's no thought of suicide, there's no thought of anxiety.
Guruji, daily reminding things is very important for us.
Yeah.
Your
And
effect is there throughout the day. We feel whatever you say.
so this Rumataji, ये जो suicide का case you talked about the case. You think this is the rare case? This is very common. You find
Yes.
men and women are in a party and they are dancing and they are having fun, Rumataji. When they go back to the house, they go to separate rooms and they are fighting with each other. How many
Yes.
cases like that you have seen? Many cases. So this is the reality of life. Girish, Girish and Rekha Parvani, we have 2 more questions.
Human body is originally inert. For powering it, SIP manifests as Atma or Ruh. SIP is eternal. Atma is also told as eternal, but actually it is a manifestation of SIP. And when the SIP as Atma stops energizing the body gets dead. And the Atma, like the air inside the balloon becomes one with the air outside. So here, when there is a manifestation and again becoming or going to the original form, there is some becoming and unbecoming. Still, Atma is called eternal. I am unable to understand that.
Because you started only saying with a misconception. What did you start telling? You have started with a tell me what you started telling.
Body is inert.
Wrong. Body
Because
is not
it is
inert.
powered by
No.
SIP, body
1 minute. My dear
is
Girish.
seen as alive.
My dear Girish, you please listen to me now. Body is not inert. You said body is inert. When the first cell of the zygote is born, is it inert?
No.
So
it is
don't say body.
simultaneous. Okay.
No, don't say body is inert. That is the wrong conception which you have.
Okay.
Now let me explain to you, Girish. The first cell of existence is not inert. It is enlivened by the soul. It is empowered by the soul. Now from that 1 cell becomes 2 cells. From the 2 cell becomes 4. From the 4 becomes 8. 8 becomes 16. It becomes millions and trillions of cells. So do not believe that the body is inert. The body, every cell has got soul power. Is the point clear, Girish? Now, when that soul power leaves, immediately that body becomes like a mountain, or it becomes like the sand. The air escapes with the air, the water evaporates, the fire in the body has gone, the space shrinks, and what is left is only mud. Even in that molecule of mud, there is SIP, but there is no soul. So the inert body is, you can't say the body is inert, but the dead body is inert. Now are you getting now the clarity has come, or still there's a doubt in your mind?
On these points, clarity has come.
Huh.
But SIP manifesting as Atma. And when it goes out of the body, it is no more an Atma. Only it energizes the body, it is Atma.
So you have to contemplate on what I told you, and we'll continue this discussion tomorrow. You don't forget it. When the mountain is earth, when mountain and water and air comes together in the manifestation, a life is created, a soul is created. So when SIP moves from one level of power, which is called SIP power, to second level of power, which is called soul power, then that manifestation is alive. There's no inert. It's very clear. So be sure it's only a matter of you're putting it in place. I hope already you're feeling confident that there's some missing link, but you've brought the question at the end of the call. So tomorrow, maybe we will have this question. Aero, please draft out this point, how the difference between the power SIP, animate, inanimate, the connection. We'll draft out the question in that way. And I'm sorry, Rekha Parmani and Vivek, unfortunately, Girish's question was too compelling. So with that note, Rekha Parmani and Vivek, if you don't mind, we will take up the questions with you tomorrow, because I don't like to delay this group.
Yes,
I don't like to delay this group. But thank you. Remember,
Thank you.
this Ask AiR session can only succeed for all of us if there are good questions. Thank you, Girish, for bringing a very intriguing question. But please come forward with more questions tomorrow. I bow down to you.